Hello everybody, I know it's been a little while since I did a video. Unfortunately, not too much has been happening, and you know how life goes, sometimes life gets in the way. So anyway, we're going to be going back through here. Unless otherwise noted, these are all Bridgie by Camor's Giant. First up though is a straight Bolivian torch. This has a lot of, as you can see there's a lot of sunburn because I had just taken this right out and put it right under the sun. You'll see that with a lot of these different ones. As you can see, hasn't grown that much on this one, only a couple of inches. You can see from here to here, it's only been a couple of inches that it has grown. But this one here, as you can see all of the different pups and stuff, this one has grown as well. Oops. This one has grown up as well. This one went from a small pup all the way up to here. And you can see all these other ones are doing that too. So as you can see, this one seems to be just doing a little bit of its own thing. Coming over here, we have a TBMB. As you can see, there's a couple of spots that are black spots. They're not a problem, but when you get as much water as we have in the last week, it just makes these little black spots, but there's no problem. You can see down in here, this is where I had one that had almost died off, and then it had pupped out. But this one, again, is also hard. It's just what's left over from before. You can see that all the pups are just starting to get bigger. It looks like might pup too, but I'm not sure. This pup is slowly growing, but not really fast. So I'm going to try to, this winter, put a grow light specifically on this one and try to get it to focus on that pup and get some more pups. I'd like to get a nice big stand if possible this winter. Coming over here, we have these are all really in here. You can see a bunch of different ones. Here is a Monstros of the Bridgie by Camor's Giant. I had another one of these, but it just died on me. This one wasn't working or doing anything really at first until I went and I took the roots out and I pulled it out, and then I put it back in, and now it seems to be growing well. Over here, these ones here are all mid sections that I have cut off and put in. You can see the one on the right I had put in upside down and it had pupped off and gone up, and the one on the left here that has pupped from the bottom, that one has also grown up to the top too. Coming back here, we have a couple of more that have gone in. These are all, the rest of these are Bridgie by Camor's Giants, and these ones are growing up well. This one here had stopped growing over the winter and is growing up more. The one on the left didn't quite do that, but it almost did. Coming over here, this one right here that I didn't kind of go over, this one was completely stopped, and it looked like it was a dead termination of the plant, but it came back, of the cacti, it came back. Coming over here, you can see there's some more, and a couple of these have some black spots like you can see here on this one. This one was the top of one of the other ones, and it did rot a little bit, but I wasn't sure if it was really rot or if it was just because it was wet. You can see down here where the rot would be, where there's a little bit, but this right here is also hard, so I don't know. We'll see, and if it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. This is just the top of another one of these somewhere in here anyway. So coming over here, this one's doing pretty good. I'm gonna have to do the same thing with the other ones. I'm gonna take this and cut it into sections so I can get more straight, tops on it instead of just the junk. Coming over here, this one has a pup on it. It's doing pretty well. This one here has 4 pups on it, and it's also starting to do well. This is just in a half gallon of soil in a gallon milk jug. These ones here are still doing pretty well. These ones over here have some pups going on it, and they're starting to grow up. I really like this one a lot. It's not as big as some of them, but it's getting fat, and I'm glad I put it in that pot. This here is actually the top segment of this one over here. I didn't think this was gonna make it, but I mean, it's gotten this much, and it was right here, and it's completely dead. So I can't believe it actually came back. So it did what I thought it would. So I can just take this section here and lop it off in a bit, in another few months, and then set that up. And then I can take this section right here, lop it back, and get some pups. Coming over here, this is, I think, my favorite one right now. Now it's turning into it. It's got 2 top pups, and it's got 4 bottom pups. It had more bottom pups, but most of them just died back. So you can see the 4 of them. I really like this. As you can see, it does transplant decently well just by shoving it in the soil without having to do anything. and it can handle just doing that. Just shove it right in soil. That's just potting mix. I use I actually just use Fox Farms Happy Frog for this. I don't use anything great, and you can see the results are pretty good. I'm sure if I would use something else, the results would be amazing, or maybe not. Anyway, over here, this one was 3 feet tall and I couldn't get it into the house. So every time I would, I'd have to tip it over and all of the soil and all the roots would fall out. So I cut this one back, and I have this one in a couple of other places inside, and I'm giving some away. And as you can see over there, that was the pup that grew last year. This one and this one grew this year. So coming back, we have the one that I was considering, I'm still considering putting into a fair. There's a fair around here that usually the cacti have a decent competition on. As you can see just how much it's grown from here on up, and there's still room for it to grow, and you can see it's variegating a little bit, which is really cool. I have a couple of these that are variegating, but not a lot of them, and they all seem to be the same type. So as I said over here, this one I like a lot. This one is variegating just like the other one over here, so they have a very similar genetic response to different things. Coming over here, these two, not variegating, just a little bit of sunlight. Same with this one back here. These two also, this one on the right has a pup from the bottom. This one here on the left, this pup, I actually put this in the soil upside down, the mid segment. It wasn't rooting, it didn't root all winter, so I just pulled it out, shoved it back in this spring about March or April. And then around a few months ago, it started to pup, and now I have a nice pup there. This one, let me just take out the bad stuff now before it becomes a problem. Okay, so this one is another one along the lines of the other ones that are big in the columnar. This one, again, has a little bit of variegation, but not really the variegation the other ones had. Just a very small bit, sorry. A very small bit right there. Coming over here, this one seems to, I don't know if it's rotting or it doesn't seem to be. It just seems to be a little bit worse for wear from the sunburn. Well, I got a stick in my finger. Oh well, I'll get that out in a minute. Anyway, coming back here, more Bridge C by Comorse Giants, and as you can see, there's 4 pups on that one, so that's gonna make a nice stand. These ones are doing pretty well. Oh, this one back here I didn't show you yet. This one's doing pretty well. I'm going to take the top part of it about here, and I'm going to cut it up to as tall as it gets, and I'm going to make that another one. Back here you can see where the pup is, and that's what I'm interested in. So I'm going to cut it back to about here or here, not sure, probably back to here, and then a segment here. Oh, see, this is the problem, spotted lanternflies. These are deadly, and ow, unfortunately I can't get at it because I don't have the right spot. These things are killing the environment here in Pennsylvania. If you ever see one of these, stomp on it immediately. And when you stomp on it, come from the front and it'll fly right into your foot and right into your shoe. So anyway, this one here is doing pretty well. Coming over here, we have this one. It pupped at the top, and I wasn't paying attention for weeks on this, and it pupped at the top. It pupped over here, pupped here, pupped here, pupped here, pupped here. So I have 5 pups on the base, and I have a pup right on the top coming up. So as you can see, these do like to pup. You just gotta let them take their time. So coming back, oh, one last one. This is a straight up Bolivian torch. This is another Bridge C. As you can see, I'm just holding on to it for something fun in case I need to breed later on. It's nothing major. So we're just gonna take one more look as I come back here. And thank you guys very much for enjoying the time I have with you in the garden. And you guys have a great day.